Your reaction to the 3 seed?
Excited. You know, I congratulated the kids at a meeting earlier today, not knowing if we were a national seed or not, and really just trying to get their focus off of that. We knew we were hosting a regional, great honor, and really you got to live in this first weekend. I mean, you know, you worry about the national seeds and hoping to, hosting a super regional, but that's a lot of if necessaries, and we have to worry about Morehead State and the teams in our regional first.
You talk about what it means to be a host of a regional and how exciting that is for a program. What does it mean to be a national seed, though? That's kind of the body of work as well, is it not?
I think being in the ACC, you have an opportunity if you play well. We've won the Big East, we've won the AAC, but you really had to go above and beyond in those leagues to be a national seed. I think what we did in the ACC, how consistent we were, breaking the regular season win record. Again, I congratulate the kids, very proud of them for that accomplishment. But as you could see, probably in the selection show, I mean, there's focus, there's a little bit of a chip on their shoulder, there's a little bit of a bad taste in their mouth from the ACC tournament, which all can be healthy things at this time of the year.
It's kind of like the last 2 years, right? A little bit similar.
Well, it's like I said in the press conference, we sure don't go to lose in the conference tournament. We're so competitive and we want to play our best baseball. But sometimes when things don't go your way, it really allows you to evaluate and go back to the drawing board. And the great advantage of hosting is it gives you a good week to prepare and physically and mentally. And so I flew back earlier. I mapped out the entire schedule for the week. I had everything posted on their lockers when they got back last night, just to set the tone, like, look guys, Monday through Thursday, this is what we're out to accomplish. And for us, it's almost like spring training. I mean, we go back to the fundamentals, the basics. We try to cover as much as we can in 1 week to get ready to play good baseball this weekend.
What is the process like now that you do know the other 3 teams in your regional in terms of scouting all that?
Just like you would throughout the year, a lot of scouting reports will be exchanged between teams. Now there's so much video on teams that you're going to be able to sit down and watch video, find out what pitchers are projected to throw against you, and watch their film, and very similar to what we've been doing all year.
What do you know about the other 3 teams?
I think two of the 3 won their conference tournament. So that's they're coming off of a dog pile. They're coming off of a good feeling. They're coming off of playing well in a conference tournament, which has its positives. From that standpoint, we know Morehead State. You heard about their offensive numbers, very offensive, and so for us, it's getting the scouting reports, trying to know what these teams do. But at the end of the day, you got to do what you do. And Funkhauser's got to attack the zone. We got to make plays behind them, and we got to get the offense on track and find ways to score runs. And so I mean, we are concerned about the other teams, but baseball's about what do you do well and do it to the best of your ability.
What has it been like recently for Kyle, and how do you think he's handled it?
As we've spoken with coaches, we've been through this for 20 plus years. For Kyle, this is his first go around, and let's not underestimate just the pressure and the talk and all the attention that's on him and where he might go in the draft. And I had a good talk with Kyle a couple weeks ago. As he said, he hasn't pitched his best at this time of the year. But the exciting thing is, he's chomping at the bit. He's chomping at the bit to get out there and set the tone for us. And you still got to give him a lot of credit for winning the regular season ACC and taking pressure off of the rest of the pitching staff. And we're hoping going into the regional, he'll do the same thing. He'll give us a chance on Friday and attack the strike zone and eat up some innings and let the offense settle in.
Any thoughts on the bracket as a whole?
You're knowing, as I told the kids earlier, you're getting 64 teams who deserve it, and don't look at the name on the front of the chest. I mean, respect that these teams deserve to be in the NCAAs, and as we call it, we say no judgment. It's not about your opponent, what time and where and all those other factors. It's about us. It's about doing what we do, control what we can control, and that's by having a great week of practice. So I'm looking forward to the rain slowing down a little bit and getting out on the field.
As a coach, how much of a difference does it make to be able to host potentially 2 weekends in a row?
the advantages in not traveling and losing practice time and wear and tear on bodies and familiarity and sleeping in your own bed and eating the pregame meals that we're used to eating and you know, so it could be a huge advantage. I think it could be great for our fans, but for the players, we just have to be where our feet are, and that's Morehead State, and do everything you can to come out on top on Friday night and play as good as you can play in the regional, and then we'll worry about the if necessaries, you know, hopefully Sunday night or Monday if it gets to that. But from our players' standpoint in the program, it's all about this weekend. This is all that we know we have, and we want to make the most of it.